Now, discover your strengths. By Marcus Buckingham and Donald O. Clifton Book Review. Hello everyone. Today I am going to review the book, Now, Discover Your Strengths, by Marcus Buckingham and Donald O. Clifton. Strength capitalization. Most organizations' development programs center on addressing weaknesses. Most workers feel that their employers do not use their strengths and talents to best advantage. Organizations often exacerbate this problem with flawed strategic thinking based on two false assumptions. Anybody can acquire the knowledge and skills to be good at almost any job. People develop most effectively when they attack their weaknesses. No matter how proud we are of our strengths and no matter how powerful these strengths can sometimes appear, we suspect that our weaknesses are lurking, dragon-like, in the depths of our personality. This misguided focus causes companies to spend too much on training, misjudge performance, and make endless attempts to fill skill gaps. Using human resources efficiently means enabling every employee to build on his or her strengths. To help your company hire, evaluate, and develop talent by boosting strengths rather than addressing weaknesses, adopt two new assumptions. Every individual has enduring, distinct abilities. Individuals can develop most effectively by building on their strengths. A strength-based life. The secret to success is capitalize on your strengths and manage around your weaknesses. Your maturity level and ability to self-assess, as well as external factors, such as your work environment and the people around you, influence your results. Turn a practical eye inward to identify your strengths. Develop your talents through study and practice and by acquiring appropriate skills. Build your career and pursue life activities based on those strengths. Guided by the belief that good is the opposite of bad, mankind has for centuries pursued its fixation with fault and failing. Whatever you set your mind to, you will be most successful when you craft your role to play to your signature talents most of the time. A strength is consistent near-perfect performance in an activity. While you may be good at a variety of things, a strength meets the following criteria. 1. You must be able to do it consistently. Tiger Woods is one of the best in the world at hitting a golf ball off the tee or putting on the green. 2. You don't need strength in every aspect of your role in order to excel. Woods' chipping falls short compared to other golf pros' chip shots. 2. By focusing on his dominant strength, his swing, Tiger continues to win. 3. You will excel only by maximizing your strengths. Don't worry about fixing your weaknesses. Identify, work around, or manage them instead. Talent versus skill. How does an innate talent differ from an acquirable skill? Talents are part of your natural makeup. You gain skills and knowledge with study and practice. The difference is subtle because people can improve in many areas through training and learning. If diligent practice can't give you near-perfect performance in a field, then your natural talents lie elsewhere. When people develop and apply their innate talents to the full, the results produce awe and inspiration. Most organizations remain startlingly inefficient at capitalizing on the strengths of their people. The Strengths Finder program identifies your 5 strongest themes of talent, areas of greatest potential, building from the raw material of strength building. 1. Talents, your naturally recurring patterns of thought, feeling, or behavior. 2. Knowledge, the facts and lessons you've acquired. 3. Skills, the techniques of carrying out a process. Skills determine if you can do something, whereas talents reveal something more important: how well and how often you do it. Human brain development demonstrates that talent is any recurring pattern of thought, feeling, or behavior that can be productively applied. In the brain of infants and young children, neurons communicate with one another via connections called synapses. The brain creates these links quickly, forming patterns of threads and associations. Your synapse numbers decrease between the ages of 3 and 15. Then your mental network remains stable for the rest of your life. The wonderful quality about themes of talent is that they are transferable from one situation to another. Knowledge can be factual information, attained through study and learning, or experiential, based on lessons learned through practice and trial and error. Factual knowledge is what you need to know to perform. Artists must learn how to mix paint before they can create masterpieces. Factual knowledge sets the bar. Experiential knowledge is conceptual, requiring a degree of self-knowledge. To undertake roles that align with your beliefs, you must first know what you believe and value. If you stop investigating yourself for fear of how little you might find, you miss the wonder of your strengths. Another aspect of knowledge is achieving a level of self-awareness that frees you from activities you don't enjoy and allows you to follow your instincts. Your talents, your strongest synaptic connections, are the most important raw material for strength building. Breaking down experiential knowledge into repeatable steps is a skill-building activity. Managing your weaknesses. Your talents lie in your strongest synaptic connections. Improving your weaker connections so that they'll equal your strongest links is simply impossible. That's why focusing on correcting weaknesses is pointless and frustrating. The links in your brain form your recurring patterns, and research shows that, beyond a certain age, you are not going to be able to stitch a completely new design. Your talents are enduring. Most organizations take their employees' strengths for granted and focus on minimizing their weaknesses. A weakness is any lack that deters you from doing a top-notch job in a particular arena. Rather than attempting to overcome a failing, work around it. Get a little better at it. Although you can't convert a weakness into a strength, you can become sufficiently proficient so it doesn't negatively affect your performance. Tiger Woods improved his chipping to a level that enabled him to win. Design a support system. Develop techniques to help you perform optimally in spite of a weakness. Chronically disorganized people, for example, may rely on daily planners to keep them on schedule. Use one of your strongest themes to overwhelm your weakness. People with a fear of public speaking will step up to the podium if they feel passionately about the subject they're advocating. Find a partner. Team up with someone who has complementary strengths. Just stop doing it, admit defeat and let yourself off the hook by delegating, hiring outside consultants or confessing your weakness to your staff. Themes. The Strengths Finder profile helps you identify your 5 dominant themes or talent areas from a list of 34 possible characteristics. Your 5 strongest themes are your areas of greatest growth potential. Your evaluation will list your top 5 themes starting with the strongest. The difference between your number 1 strength and your number 5 strength is quite small. You may share the same themes with other people, yet finding someone with an exact duplicate profile is rare, because this list can result in 33 million possible combinations. The theme characteristics include 1. Achiever. To feel fulfilled and satisfied. This striver aspires to accomplish something every day. 2. Arranger. This logistician approaches a complicated project by analyzing its various aspects and organizing them into manageable tasks. 3. Belief. Believers value meaning more than money and excel at work they find profound and fulfilling. 4. Competition. These contestants gauge their performance in relation to others. 4. They need competition to feel that they've won and, to them, winning is everything. 5. Deliberative. These cautious individuals weigh the risks before making plans. 6. Empathy. These warm folks may not always agree with others' perspectives, but possess the unique ability to relate to other people's feelings. 7. Harmony. This person creates a collaborative atmosphere by encouraging people to work together and abandon personal agendas. 8. Learner. These students enjoy the process of learning as much as the result. 9. Positivity. The glass is always half full to these optimists, who naturally look at the bright side. 10. Strategic. Strategists see patterns and identify routes to success and complexity. 11. Woo. These convivial folks enjoy engaging with strangers, meeting new people and initiating conversations. 12. Input. This inquisitive person seeks out every bit of knowledge possible. Individualization. The secret to Oscar-winning director Sam Mendes' success is that he directs each actor differently. He observes his players and creates an environment in which they can do their best work. Managing your employees so they optimize their strengths draws from Mendes' philosophy. The real tragedy of life is not that each of us doesn't have enough strengths, it's that we fail to use the ones we have. This method relies on individualization. A strong achiever needs responsibilities and goals against which to measure performance. An arranger requires the authority to oversee a project or organize a team. If one of your staff excels in empathy, use his or her strength to gain insight into your team members' emotions. For those who thrive on input, assign projects that require intensive research or collecting data from websites. You may not be able to rewire your brain, but by acquiring new knowledge and skills, you can redirect your life. When you assume that each employee has unique lasting talent and can grow best by developing strengths, your formula for building strengths will flow organically. 1. Select people properly in the first place. This requires a budget and the time to make sure you hire the best candidates. 2. Set goals based on results. Focus performance by legislating outcomes, instead of pushing people to conform to a single path. 3. Build strengths. Prioritize spending, training time and money, to identify and improve individuals' best assets. 4. Beware of the destinations you develop for staffers. Find approaches that encourage every employee to build a solid career. 4. Avoid moving people up the corporate ladder, away from their strongest roles. Each of us is unique, sometimes wonderfully so, sometimes infuriatingly so, but always unique. Takeaways. 1. Most people and organizations focus on improving and repairing their deficiencies. 2. Instead, develop and leverage your strengths and the strengths of your employees. 3. Recognize individuals' unique talents and identify their strengths for development. 4. Define a strength as consistent near-perfect performance in an activity. 5. Talents are innate. Skills and knowledge come from study and practice. 6. Acquire factual knowledge through learning and experiential knowledge through practical application. 7. Identify your 5 strongest themes of talent. 8. Manage your shortcomings with a variety of strategies, including improvement, delegation, and conceding. 9. Skills work best when combined with real talent. 10. Utilize individualization as a management practice by tailoring your management style to each employee. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe this channel for more videos.